family? What's poppin' with you? What's poppin', Knicks family? This your boy, Simeon Russell. And what happened to the Knicks tonight? It's kind of what we expected to happen. You know what I'm saying? Kind of expected them to lose tonight. The way that they lost. Not too much to be mad about, but we're going to talk about it anyway. It's going to be a kind of a short show. You know what I mean? A little bit short. But let's get to it. Let's go. What's poppin', Knicks family? And we got some people already in the video chat. Listen, I'm going to promise you one thing. I know the last time we were here, I stayed up till 4 o'clock in the morning. I was exhausted the next day, and I had a long day ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be up till 4 o'clock in the morning tonight. You can guarantee that. You know, tonight we're going to be, it's going to be, we'll be on for about an hour and 15 minutes. Not going too crazy with it tonight, though. You know what I mean? I'm not going too crazy with it tonight. I know I got to get up. You got to get up. We all got things we got to do tomorrow morning. But I appreciate you guys for getting on with me, right? 12:48 in the morning, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, jumping on to talk Knicks, Blazers. All right. So let's get to it. Let's get busy, man. We got right now in the chat, we got Isaiah, we got Aunt G. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get their takeaways. We're gonna do a recap. We're gonna talk some news and rumors, tankathon. Then I'm gonna let you get on with your morning. All right. So let's go. Isaiah, what's popping, bro?
What's up? Shout out to we the elitists.
The elitists. Yeah.
We the elitists. You gotta put the elitists. You gotta make sure. Shout out to the chat. Blackest Time. Shout out to my boy Aunt G.
No doubt.
What did we expect? It wasn't gonna be a game where I didn't think we were gonna win. But I'm glad it wasn't a blowout. We lost by 10 points.
Yeah.
People played all right. It was an Ant game. It was an Ant kind of game. It was just like there was a little bit of flow, a little fast pace. But the real killer was the third quarter. That's when it was really like the game was over after the third quarter.
Right.
They got into that big little run. But we kept it competitive up until the fourth. But the better team won. I'm looking at the game right now. We had 18 assists. That's not surprising. Nobody passes the ball. Portland had 25. Yeah, man, it's just one of those games. Another West Coast trip ends tomorrow against the Warriors. So let's finish strong. Let's keep this tank going, baby.
Yeah. Well, I guess that is what it is, man. We that sounds like a good recap. Good little recap of the game, basically. You know what I mean? Let's see what kind of takeaways you got, Ant.
Elitist, you're elitist.
I'm gonna add that to my bio on Twitter, elitist. But if you want to realize how bad we are, our game plan worked and we still lost. Look at it. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum, they combined to shoot 13 for 31 from the field.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that.
That's what you want.
Right.
And we just couldn't make shots, man. I mean, we just can't make enough shots to beat decent teams right now. And if Timmy would have shot, say 6 for 12 instead of 2 for 12, it's an entirely different game. Or if Knox would have made a couple more shots.
They don't pass the Knox, bro. They don't pass the Knox.
Our defense tonight, I can't really complain too much about. I mean, the game plan worked, but Nurkic beat us, so.
And Steph Curry.
And then in the fourth quarter, we just couldn't grab defensive rebounds. They just got way too many second chance opportunities. But man, after watching this game, we have to try to find a way to keep Vonleh, man. Lock him up now. Vonleh is the type of guy I can see being a starter on a really good team.
Well, his contract became guaranteed for the for the remainder of the season. Him and Trey Burke, I believe both their both their contracts became guaranteed for the remainder of the season. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Vonleh coming into next year. I don't think they make any kind of decision with Vonleh, in my opinion, until they see what happens with other players in free agency. You know what I mean? Let me get to. Well, I was gonna get to Mark. I don't know. Maybe Mark is. Oh, here he is. All right, Mark. I'm about to come to you, my man. What's up, man?
What's going on, Sam?
Happy New Year to you. I ain't seen you in the chat since we crossed over to 2019. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, man.
Oh, shit.
So another night, another L. This game was just like whatever. I was just watching. It was just like whatever. It's just we just don't have talent, bro. And I seen that the last show. I watched it, and shout out to the Prince because
oh my God, man.
That's my man. I spoke to the Prince today.
Prince in the chat.
That's my man.
Prince is in the chat. Tell him to come in here because, boy, he said everything I was harping on, and that's all I wanted people to understand. He was totally right about what this Knicks team is, bro. Like, let me ask you a question.
That we don't need a system?
No, not that. Not that. That we have players right now. They're playing for contracts right now. Like, there's no passing on this team. We don't pass the ball.
I can agree with that.
And y'all talk about Knox coming to get the ball. He doesn't play like that, bro. If he wants it, he has to come and get it because we don't have the guards to give him the ball. They're out there by themselves trying to take it for themselves. It's a lot of one-on-one going on right now.
Yeah, man. And listen, that's bad. That is bad. That is so much one-on-one and selfishness going on. I mean, Fizdale said it himself, right? That with guys on these one-year contracts, it's hard to get the ball to move. Fizdale said it himself. That's bad. That is bad that's just bad for your culture. It really is.
And the thing is, I keep telling y'all, these are not his guys. So I think he's not allowing it because it's nothing he could do with it because he's not on the floor. Because these players are gonna play, they're gonna dictate the way they play because a lot of them know they out of. A lot of them know they out of here because I know they read tabloids, they read the fans. They know we don't want them, especially Moody. They know, listen, bro.
That's a fact.
You people in the chat be just killing me. You just be killing me about he's a starting point guard. Where is he going to start next year?
Who said that? Point him out. Who
Where?
said that?
Because let me tell y'all something. Next year, right? Supposedly, we let everybody walk. He's not even better than Nick Collison, and he could start 14. He's not even better than Patrick Beverly, and he's starting 14. We have a lot of one-on-one basketball. It's hard to watch them. It really is. So I don't even try to get pissed anymore because everybody's playing one-on-one basketball. And like I said, for a team like this that have players that lack a sense of confidence, like Knox, who I would like the ball in his hand more because he's not a ball handler. When I heard you, Isaiah, earlier talking about, he's not a ball handler, so he's not going to be doing the things that Luka does. Luka is a ball handler
Mark,
and a playmaker.
I should have been more. I should have clarified that more. When I meant run the offense through Kevin Knox, I mean get him the ball. I meant to say because him and Luka are totally different players. Luka's a point guard. That's what I should have been more clarified to say.
And the thing with Knox is that he don't have the dribble ability. If you watch him, it's hard for him to dribble when the defense is on him. He has very loosely handle. He looks terrible when he dribbles the ball. He looks good when he gets it off the curls or when he gets it coming down the lane or when he, uses his pump fake move or his first step to get to the lane. That's when he looks good. But he don't have the IQ to pass the ball or he don't have the playmaking skills there. So we have to have a point guard for them. We have to have point guards for them. And right now, a point guard's playing one-on-one basketball.
Frank,
get at it.
Frank.
It's just not good.
There was not a few years back. There was a while ago. I mean, I don't know. We seem to go through this we go through this often, right? Well, we got these players on these 1-year contracts because we're waiting for free agency to come around. And then the culture gets bad and people play one-on-one basketball. I remember back, I don't remember who we had, Q Richardson and a bunch of these guys. Everybody on all these, you know.
Al Harrington. I remember Al Harrington.
Yeah, we had all these guys on 1-year contracts. And it was just, you knew the guys weren't. When you got all these guys on 1-year contracts and they know that they're not coming back, there's nothing for them to buy into. They're not going to buy into anything because why buy into it when they're probably not going to be here next year?
But you know what you said?
And it's tough, man.
You know what, Tucson? The reason why those players can't buy in because they know they're not the type of players that teams want them. You get what I'm saying?
Them Prince kids.
The thing is, if Moutier was confident enough of a player, he would be able to stay on Denver. Denver wouldn't have got rid of him the way that we got rid of him. They wouldn't have gotten rid of him.
Sim, control your grandkids, Sim.
No, that's me.
My grandkids. That's Mark's kids, man. I ain't Mark. I didn't know you had kids, man.
Nah, I was on the phone with my friend. In the back.
You know you got like 40 kids running around here.
I ain't got no kids,
all
bro.
over Baltimore.
I ain't got no kids. I'm far from having kids. But like I was saying, bro. I said, Moutier, he's not comfortable because he knows that he has to play for his life right now. Oh, he's out the league. So he's going to play.
China.
Yeah, he's going to play through his instincts, and this is what he's doing.
But it's like that. But it's like that with
that man to China, yo.
Yo, it's like that with a lot of our guys that's on the team right now. You know what I'm saying? Which
it's our guards. It's our guards.
And let me tell you what. There's a very good chance that we'll be in the same exact situation next year because if we don't get anybody in free agency, right, then you're not going to spend all the money in 2019. That would be stupid.
That'd be so dumb.
That'd be stupid. So that means you're going to give out 1-year deals, and so you're looking at the same exact situation in 2019 going into 2020.
And it's so like I'm watching tonight and. Moutier, he can pass. That's the thing. Like that's one of his good skills. He can pass, but he don't look to pass. Everything is like him going to the rack and then he double pumps and he misses. Why are you double adjusting? You know the ref don't give you a call when you double adjust. They don't give you a call, and he does it for no reason, and he'll be wide open under the paint and double adjust.
He's going back to the old Moutier when he don't make layups no more. I've noticed that he don't make layups no more.
He is a complete joke, and for anybody to say he's a starting point guard, y'all have to stop, bro. Y'all have to stop. Oh, you know what? Don't get mad at me when I annihilate players like that because I'll be just right because you could just see and watch the game. Like, I'm not saying these things to bash him, but this is what he's doing. And we don't have time for players like that. If you want to be good, you got to learn how to play in the system or learn to play to your strength and help other people with your skills. And he's not doing that for a starting point guard. I'm sorry.
Prince said Moutier is getting fouled. That's what Prince said. Let me get to this phone call. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping?
Yo, Sim. So I'm watching the chat, trying to learn, I guess. So I guess the takeaway is that we lost this game because of Moutier.
I don't know if the take is that. I don't know if that's his take.
What Ant said was, that's what I saw. I saw that we had a game plan defensively to keep the guards, their main scorers in check. Mm-hmm. Damian scored 10 points under his average. This dude averages 26 points a game. He only had 17, and he didn't even shoot well from the field. Same thing with McCollum. Had a subpar game. Mm-hmm. Nurkic, whatever his name is, he had a decent game. I think him and Cantor kind of even each other out, but we can't shoot. Our starting two guard, our starting small forward, went 3 for 18 combined. And it's a whole different game when you hit a couple of shots and then the other team has to inbound the ball as opposed to getting a rebound and starting to break. The game looked completely different if Timmy and Knox hit a couple shots. Knox got out of rhythm because he got in foul trouble early, and I guess Mario's kind of back in the picture because he's playing a little bit better now. Mm-hmm. And So he Knox got in foul trouble in the first half, and he had to sit early. Mario's getting more minutes than he normally does, and then Fizz was quick to go to Mario a lot earlier than normal because Knox didn't seem to have it. But to leave this game and then all you focusing is on Moody, then you just have some sort of personal agenda or something, yo. Do that 8 assists with none of his teammates, the teammates that he's playing with can't hit open shots. 0 turnovers, 3 steals. The opposing point guard who averages 26, 10 points less than his average, and you see people here crying about Moutier. I mean, this is comical to me, man.
I mean, obviously,
this team is way better than us. By the way, this team's way better. Of
course.
The fact that we only had one bad quarter, and that was the third quarter.
Right.
And then we had our 2 starters that couldn't hit anything today.
I mean, obviously, it's not just Moutier. It's a whole, there's a whole.
I didn't think we played
conglomerate.
I think we couldn't hit shots. I didn't think we played selfishly today. We couldn't hit shots.
Well, I mean, we never hit shots.
Sometimes that happens. Some games we play selfishly, but tonight's not. We just couldn't hit shots. I mean, we're the worst shooting team in the league. It shouldn't be a surprise to anybody.
I mean, we shot 40.4%. You know what I'm saying? That's it's a little bit below what we usually shoot. We usually shoot 43.9%.
Well, I'm talking about the 2 guys that we depend on to score. Timmy and Knox, 3 for 18 on good looks. Timmy didn't even take bad shots today, which is shocking. He just couldn't hit anything.
I mean, Timmy never hits anything, though. Really, if you really look at it, Timmy never hits anything.
But that's a different topic than Moody. That's a different topic than lack of ball movement. That's a different topic that Timmy had an off night, which he normally does. Knox was in foul trouble, never got in rhythm. But it's not a Moody night.
Well,
save it for tomorrow.
I think Marcus
just bashing for tomorrow.
I think Marcus just bringing in. I think he's just bringing in an argument from the YouTube chat. Talk about Moutier because they were arguing about Moutier.
But that's why it's hard. It's hard for me to watch the show. I mean, listen to this. I mean, let's stick to what. If we'll talk about what happened today. Today's not the Moutier. We'll save it for tomorrow. If we play selfishly, we played a pretty good. We played a pretty good 3 quarters, 1 bad quarter, and plus. I'm just repeating everything Ann said because towards the end of the game when we were trying to make that run, we couldn't secure defensive rebounds. Dot kept contesting and then trying to leak out instead of trying to secure the rebound.
Okay, check this out. Check this out. I'm going to unmute Mark since he's the main culprit, and you can tell Mark directly.
I mean, I already said everything I need to say. He's just gonna yap about Moody not a start and all that stuff. But he's the best point guard on our team.
Hey, Mark, chill out, Mark.
Starting point guard.
Oh, my bad.
We can't buy them at Walmart, okay? That's what we got right now.
Okay.
My bad.
I mean, I'm just saying, you could tell.
I didn't think you heard me.
You could tell Mark directly. He's right there.
I'm listening.
He can hear you.
I'm listening.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have a conversation about. I guess Mark. So what's the reason that you brought up Moutier, Mark? I think that's the point that he's getting to when he's looking at other things that went on in the game that had more of an impact on the Knicks losing than Moutier.
Okay, the thing is that we have to play with a flow. The Knicks has to play with a flow, and we do not play with a flow because our point guard, when he gets into the lane, he looks to score more than looks to pass. You can watch it from time to time again, and that makes our offense stagnant, and that's why we're not making shots because no one is in a flow whatsoever on this team ever. And he is our point guard, and he handles the ball damn near 70, 80% of the time. Just because he put up 20-something points with something, that don't mean anything, bro. Because he's taking all those shots that we don't need. We need other players to get in the game to feel like they're in the game. And we don't have players that are confident enough to take it and get into the game. So we have to have a point guard that allows them to gain the confidence from getting the ball from the point guard so they can score. And he's been nothing. If you've been watching Moody for the last game, it's all about him scoring. Don't tell me he's passing the ball to these guys. These offense look stagnant. That's why we're losing games. And guess what? We lost in the third quarter, the most important quarter. We have to win in the third quarter to even have a fight in the fourth quarter. So what are y'all talking about? And I'm not saying Moutier was the reason why we lost, but he's the point guard. So when you're the point guard and you're the most important person, yeah, a lot of that blame's gonna go to you. Because guess what? When Damian Lillard loses in Portland, guess what it goes to? Because he's the point guard. So he's our point guard, and y'all love Moutier so much. So guess what? He's part of it because he handles the ball and he has to get it to other players, which he does not. Tired of y'all, man. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop, bro.
Yeah. Go ahead. What's your name again? Richard.
Rick War 82.
Rick. Rick War. Okay, Rick. Go ahead, Rick.
All right. So, he's the best point guard on the roster. So you're people complaining about something that's out of our control. We don't have Damian Lillard. We don't have Kyrie Irving. The thing is that if I'm not going to sit there and just harp on Moutier all day when Moutier and Vonleh when they're off the court, the teams there's the biggest difference in net rating out of any other two. Vonleh's the highest, Moutier's the second in terms of offensive flow. So two things to be true at once. Everything Mark is saying is right. But what Mark's not factoring in, that's what we have, and he's the best point guard on the team. And then also, in addition to that, you're not factoring the fact that we're a very poor shooting team. How many open looks were missed today? Like Ian said, if Hardaway hits 2 or 3 more shots, the complexion of the game completely changes. Wide open kickouts from Moutier, he bricks. Same thing with Knox. The game completely changes. Okay, so Moutier's had I think it was 9, 8, and 7 the last 3 games, and countless other assists that could have been had that dudes are missing. He definitely looks for a shot a little bit more, but not all point scorers are created the same. Jamal Murray of Denver. If you look at the per 36 minutes stats, Moutier's stats is about the same as Jamal Murray. The Denver have the highest winning percentage in the entire league, and we have like the lowest winning percentage, even though their stats are similar per 36 minutes, with Moutier having a higher field goal percentage. So not all point guards are created equal. Dudes are living in the 1990s or something like that, where big man's supposed to play with a back to the basket, point guard's supposed to average 11 assists. It's not the same. It's not the same league. Ultimately, I think when Fizz gets his players and has the offensive system that you guys cry about every night, I think it's not going to be It's not going to be the point guard being the sole facilitator. It's going to be a bunch of dudes averaging around 5 or 6 assists. Right now, Moutier is really the only one that can create shots. He's not creating as the way that Mark wants it. Mark has having wet dreams of Jason Kidd, which ain't going to happen. But he's the best one we have at the moment. Until there's somebody better on the roster, let's stop crying about it. That's what we have for 82 games.
All right, great.
I'm saying I'm not saying let's give Moutier a max contract, but every single night it's like, it's Moutier. We didn't lose this game because of Moutier. He said it himself in the midst of his rant. So why are we harping on it? We didn't lose it because of Moutier.
All right, good points, Rick. Man, I appreciate it. This the first time you called in?
Might be my second.
Okay. Good point. Maybe next time you join us in the video chat, man. I appreciate you calling. I appreciate you being up with us at 1 o'clock in the morning after the game,
no
man.
Problem.
Great points. And hey, man, have a good rest of your week. When's our next game? We play Indiana when? I don't know. Whenever it is. Hey, I appreciate the call, man.
We play Golden State tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Golden State tomorrow. I'm tripping. Yeah.
That's why I told him he might want to save the Moutier bashing for tomorrow, because tomorrow might be the night we lose because of him. But tonight ain't the night.
Tonight ain't the night. All right, I got you. I'm with you. All right, man. Appreciate the call. All right, so we fireworks. See, when the Knicks lose, man, people get angry. People get angry. People are angry when the Knicks win. People get angry, man. Anyway, let's go ahead since Rick Ward was bringing up some good stats. Let's recap the game. The Knicks, as you guys heard, like everyone has said, the third quarter, that was the culprit tonight. Third quarter was the culprit. Right? At the end of the first quarter, we were tied 30-30. We were down 1 at the half. Portland outscored us 24-23. In the third quarter, the Knicks are outscored by 9. I mean, it's not horrible, but you need that third quarter. Then in the fourth quarter, we tied again, 25-25, to lose the game 111-101 to the Portland Trailblazers in Portland. All right. Go a little bit deeper into the stats. The Knicks' biggest lead was 6. The Portland Trailblazers' biggest lead was 18. The Knicks shot 40.4% from the field, 30.4% from 3. At the half, the Knicks had been to the line 20 times at the half. They were 17 for 20 at halftime. They went to the line only 7 more times in the second half. What changed? What changed? Either the Knicks weren't attacking the same, or Portland was just playing better defense without fouling. All right, the Knicks were out-rebounded 51-48. The Trailblazers had 25 assists, the Knicks 18. The Knicks had 7 assists at the half, so they had 11 assists in the second half. 9 steals, 2 blocks for the Knicks, only 11 turnovers. The Trailblazers had 7 steals, 5 blocks, and 14 turnovers. The Blazers shot 47.1% from the field, 35.5% from the 3 line, and 69% from the free throw line. All right, that's your numbers for tonight. Let's take a look at the box scores. Since we're talking about certain players and what they did tonight, let's take a look at these box scores. And we'll talk about it a little bit. And I'm sure Mark might have something else to say. You got Noah Vonleh. And a lot of people are calling these numbers empty stats. I get, when you lose the way we lose, and everyone's putting up empty stats, right? I guess everyone's putting up empty stats. But Noah Vonleh, 16 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists. Kevin Knox, like everyone has said, he's 1 for 6 from the field tonight. 8 points, 3 rebounds. And you know what? Even for me, man, even if your shot's not falling, I need to see this guy getting more boards. Even if your shot's not falling, get in there and get some rebounds. Get in there and dig in and get some offensive rebounds to help make your shots fall. Go get some offensive rebounds and some putbacks. Get yourself on track. Get yourself rolling. You're 6'9", maybe going to be 6'10", right? We need you to be on the boards. We need you to be on the boards. Luke Cornett, 6 points, 2 rebounds. Tim Hardaway Jr., 5 points, 2 rebounds. Tim Hardaway Jr. is 2 for 12 tonight, 16.7% from the field. And that's not a normal night for Tim Hardaway Jr. He's usually around 39%. So, yeah, we did need him to make a few more shots than just 2. Emmanuel Mudiay shot 41% from the field. And I think what Mark is saying is Emmanuel Mudiay did take 17 shot attempts tonight, which is the most on the team. And maybe some nights that's just how it goes. Maybe it's just how it goes, right? There are some games where your point guard, and Rick is also right. The game is different today. Your point guards take a lot of shots. They don't get as many assists. But one thing that your point guards do is make sure that your offense is moving and it's fluent. Now, we all know that Emmanuel Mudiay is working on that part of his game. What did I seen? I don't know if it was an interview or with Emmanuel Mudiay. Yeah, it was an interview with Mudiay. And Mudiay was saying that, he's been asking a lot of questions of Fizz. Asking a lot of questions just about the offense and about the defense because he wants to be the leader on the floor. He is asking questions to so that he can learn the guys That's the next step in his evolution. I said that a few weeks ago. That's the next step in Emmanuel Mudiay's evolution as a player, is to become that leader on the floor. He has the athletic ability. He has it. We know that. And now he's got to become the commander on the floor. And whether or not, Rick, you say, we don't play the game like the 90s. But you know what? Your winning point, your teams that win always have a commander out there. So whether or not it's the point guard or not, and a lot of times it is the point guard, but they have a commander on the floor. A commander. It's a leader out there. Teams that win championships, they have a commander. That commander might score, but they have a commander. And a lot of times the commander is the guy who has the ball in his hands a lot. Steph Curry. LeBron James. Right? Guys that have the balls in their the basketball in their hands. The commanders. That's the next the next step of his game. Mario Hezonja, he is coming on. He's 14 points, 5 or 10 from the field, 7 rebounds. Right? He's been playing well the last 2 games. Damian Dotson, 21 minutes, played 21 minutes, only 5 points, 2 for 4 from the field, 2 rebounds. Trey Burke had 10 points. And Enes Kanter had 18 points and 14 rebounds. Let's take a look at the Portland Trailblazers. Mo Harkless, basically donuts from the offensive side of the floor, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Al-Farouq Aminu had 8 points, 9 rebounds. Nurkic had 20 points, 8 rebounds. CJ McCollum shot 41% from the field. He had 17 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Damian Lillard shot 5 for 14. He had 17 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists. Evan Turner, 10 points, 5 rebounds. Myers Leonard had 9 points. Zach Collins had 7 points. Seth Curry had 13 points. Jake Layman had 10 points, 10 rebounds. The one area that I will disagree with Rick, I'm not sure it's Mudiay. Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum did have off-shooting nights. I'm not sure it was because Mudiay and Tim Hardaway made them have off-shooting nights. I just don't buy that. I don't see where or how they made them have off-shooting nights. They got the shots that they wanted. They just didn't convert them. So I'm not sure that it was Mudiay and Hardaway who made them have off-shooting nights. So I'm going to disagree with you there, my friend. All right, I'm going to disagree with you on that point. Let's get back to video chat. That's kind of the recap of the game, as far as the box scores and those type of things are concerned. Let's get back to this video chat, see what these guys are talking about in here, right? I say Isaiah had his hand raised a little bit earlier. I didn't get to him. I'm going to get to him right now. Isaiah, what's popping, bro?
What's up, King? We got a lot of kings in here tonight.
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling.
We not the elitists no more, and we the kings. We the 3 kings, man. 3 kings.
I keep messing with my man Prince, man. Me and my man Prince got we got something.
Prince don't know what the hell he's talking about. Prince need to stay in Detroit. Prince need to stay in Detroit.
Me and Prince got a little something cooking up with the Westchester Knicks. So yeah,
he let him stay with Westchester Knicks. Let him stay with the Westchester Knicks. Oh, this.
All right. So what was you about to say, man? What was you gonna say?
No, man. Listen, man. I know. Listen. I'll be real with you, man. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me put let me put the Knicks fans in the chat in a situation.
All right.
Let's say, and this is everything goes right for the Knicks, and we hit every cylinder of what we want to go right. Let's say we get Zion. Let's say we get KD. Let's say KP comes back better than before. Let's say Kevin Knox has a second year growing and he's really a great player. I mean, Do you think Mud can run that team? Do you think Mud will make that team better?
You know what?
Do you think Mud?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and this is my honest opinion about Emmanuel Mudiay. I feel like when it really comes down to it, Emmanuel Mudiay is a pass first type of a point guard. Is he a commander and a facilitator? Maybe not yet. Maybe that's something that he needs to learn how to do. But I do feel like Emmanuel Mudiay is willing to be a distributor. I do. I don't think that he is. I really don't. I think that because of the situation of our team, he's one of the only guys that can create his own shot. He's one of the only guys that can break down the defense and get to the basket. And because of that, things open up for him, right? But I do believe that Mudiay is the kind of guy that will look to give up the ball first. I don't know if he's a commander on the floor and a facilitator to really, command and take control of the offense. I don't know if he's that yet.
Well, can I be honest with you, man? What my feelings about Mudiay is my feelings. And I hate that I come to this because I do see his improvements as a player from what he was with us last year to what he is now. He's become a hell of a player if you want to do it like that. If you want to break it down from what he was. No, Mark, I'm talking about where he came from when he just got to us where he is now. He's become a better player. But my thing is though, and this is why I always say I always go back to Frank, because when I see with my own eyes that when Frank is on the court, the team has an offensive flow. Players get the balls in the right spots. And I see that. The problem with Frank is that right now he's not breaking down the defense like he should be and not getting into the paint like he should be to open up more things. That's what Frank has to work on. And that's one thing I hate about Frank, because I see the potential where Frank should be our starting point guard, but he's not taking full advantage of that yet. I do think he will one day, but my thing with Mud is Mud doesn't set the tone defensively. And that bothers me really a lot when my point guards don't set the tone defensively, because at the end of the day, we all want the Knicks to be good. People are just so focused on the one side of the ball for this team that they don't see the other side. What I see with Mud does not stay with his man. Mud doesn't fight over screens. Mud doesn't do the. Mud doesn't have. To be honest with you, Mud has no defensive. Hold on a second. Okay, I can't. Mud doesn't have any. He doesn't have a lot of defensive instincts, natural defensive instincts, and that is where we're going to get killed. And people want us. Any good team, every championship team, the defensive rating is in the top 10. Me personally, I'm just not a big fan of his, just with the defense. Okay. And we just got to, like I said, I like Mud, and I see him as maybe a backup, but I just don't see where he can help us defensively. And it's really a big problem. If people don't notice that I don't think you really know basketball to say that, yes, he breaks down the defense, yes, he does that, but his defensive-wise, he's really not that good, and he's really limited, which it shouldn't be because he's 6'5" with a big frame. But it's just, I'm not the biggest fan of Mud, but, we have him on the team right now, so it is what it is.
Yeah, when he first came into the league, that was one of the things that I think people said that he was a guy that could play some defense. He wasn't, I'm not going to say he was considered to be an all-world defender. I think maybe something that hurt him is he didn't stay in shape when he was on the bench in Denver. He didn't stay in shape. And to be in NBA shape really is, it's not just 1 year of being in shape or half a season of being in shape. It takes a little while to really get in real shape. And what I mean is, you've got to, you be in one season and you're in shape. You know what I'm saying? You continue to work over the off season so that you stay in shape. Hold up. You laughing over top. You laughing over top of this, man. It's I know, but I can't hear, and people can't hear me. You know what I'm saying? It takes, it takes a while to really be in that kind of shape. You can't have those lulls And hopefully he doesn't do it this offseason where he doesn't stay in shape. You know what I'm saying? Because staying in shape, you've got to, you're in shape in the season. You stay in shape in the offseason. You come back in even better shape the next season, and it snowballs and it continues. You know what I mean? And then you can start to, play. You can start to play that type of defense. It's hard if you're not. If you look at Moutier, I think he probably still needs to drop 10 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to play that kind of defense if you don't have that. You know what I mean? If you're not in supreme shape. You know what I'm saying? And what's your take on all of this, man?
Man, listen, I don't know why they caping so hard for Moody. I'll say this. Moody has gotten a lot better since last year. But I feel like, Moody gets to the point of not being terrible, and we start heaping all this praise on him, and your expectations get way out of whack. Like, yeah, he's playing pretty decent this year. He played better than he's ever had in his career in the league, but that don't mean he's been good. And I'm not even saying he's not our best option right now. That may be true as well. But, I don't think he's the reason we lost tonight. I don't think one player is the main reason we lost. But, yeah, and Mark didn't really say that, but he's a big factor.
Yeah, I know he wasn't saying that. All right, let me ask you guys this, though. Let me ask you guys this, and I'm asking everybody, both chats. Alonzo Trier, he's 22 years old, right? He's a rookie. If Emmanuel Moutier was a rookie this year, how would you view him? If he was a rookie this year and he was doing whatever he's doing in the league, well, he was doing this right now. Right now, he averages 14 points, 4 assists a game or something like that. Mm-hmm. If he came in the league this year as a rookie, how would you view him? Emmanuel Moutier. Same age that he is. Right? He's 22 years old. If he came in the league as a rookie right this year, how would you view Emmanuel Moutier?
I would view him as a guy that has a lot of potential. But I don't think age is as important as experience is. Like, Doncic is 19?
I mean, I get that. I get that. I understand that. I get that. But what I'm saying is, if he was putting up the same, because he's 22 years old and he still has a whole lot of time to grow and learn. If he was putting up the same numbers as a rookie, right, would you look and say, wow, this guy could be our future point guard?
I can't lie and say no. I probably would be pretty excited. Yeah, I'd be excited.
Right, because he's 22 years old. Right, because he's 22 years old and he still has a whole lot of time to learn. That's why I don't understand. I'm not saying that he's going to be our starting point guard in the future and he's the guy. I don't know, but I don't understand why some people look at him. He's 22 years old and they're quick to just be like, "Oh, he's not going to be it." Like he doesn't have time to grow and become.
Yeah, but he's been in for 4 years already, son.
Right.
At what point is his ceiling significantly lower than what everybody had thought?
I mean, I don't know, because he's 22 years old. Everybody else, people say that they give them until you don't reach your peak until you're 27, 28 years old.
Yeah, but Sim, how often do these guys that start off as slow as Moutier did turn into stars? People use that as an example to be hopeful, but rarely does it happen. There aren't that many Chauncey Billups.
But
most guys that start off as slow as he did don't become high impact players.
But does he have to be a star?
To be a starter, to be a starting point guard, I think you got to be close in this league.
I don't know. You got to be a star to be a starting point guard in this league?
What starting point guard is in this league is not at least approaching star level?
I don't know if he has to be a star, especially if you're talking about, if he can break down the defense and he can get you 12, 13 points, 6 to 7 assists a game, and you got Kevin Knox and you got KP and you got whatever draft pick that can score the basketball. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like listen, this is just like everyone always says that this is a different league. And it's a different league, not only as far as, the way point guards and the way the game is played, but also with people coming into the NBA, players coming into the NBA. It's also different. It's just different because players are coming in with a different level of experience. Players are coming in with, at least American players are coming in with less coaching. You talk about Emmanuel Mudiay. He basically had no coaching coming into the NBA. I mean, he had no coaching coming into the NBA, right? He went from high school to playing in China. He played 12 games in China. From 12 games in China straight to the NBA. And people and so I mean there's a learning curve, you know what I'm saying, especially playing point guard. There's a learning curve.
But Sim has Mudiay, I mean, if you look at most players that start off slow and they fight their way back and they become impact players, they all share a common work ethic. Like they work.
Well, that's
and you
the key.
can tell, when has Moody ever shown that he's that guy that's going to go and outwork everybody?
Well,
that's my trepidation with him.
I think that's going to be the key. Can he put the work in the off season? To keep up, to continue to or play at a high level. Can he put that work in? That still remains to be seen. I just find it, and it's not even just with Mudiay. People do it with Frank. People are going to do it with Kevin Knox next season, right? People are already doing it with Kevin Knox this season, but people are going to do it with Kevin Knox next season. So quick to just be like, it's done. And I know that Mudiay's been in the league, for 3 years. This is his 4th season in the league. I get that, and I understand that. But I think today's NBA, there's a significantly more... There's amount of developmental coaching behind the scenes, to try to develop these guys. I just think that there's more. I'm not saying that he is definitely our point guard of the future, but I'm not gonna just write him off either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna write him off. I
don't see him ever being better than a solid plus player. Meaning that he's not going to be in the negatives and the plus minus. He'll be a solid player, but I don't see him, which is not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. But I don't look at him as the future starting point guard of our team. I just can't see it.
All right. We're going to see how he continues to grow. And I know in the summertime there's going to be a big debate, and he may be gone in the summertime. You know what I mean? Because I don't think the Knicks are going to pay him, a whole lot of money. He may be gone in the summertime. It's gonna, this debate is it's gonna go on. It's gonna go on for a while, at least until he's either signed or not signed. Any news going on with the Knicks that we need to be aware of right now? We know about Enes Kanter's situation going over to London. Hedo Turkoglu came out and said something in response to Enes Kanter and his claims that he may get killed if he goes over to London. Hedo Turkoglu, who is basically Erdogan's, the president of Turkey, is basically his right-hand man, has come out and said, it's false, and that Enes Kanter is simply trying to get attention, trying to get publicity, and trying to drag Turkey's name through the mud. What do you think about that, Ant?
It's a weird situation. I want to believe Kanter, because I haven't done too much, research on it. Mm-hmm. But Kanter does have a way of being a sideshow.
Yeah, that he does.
Yeah, so he says these things and over exaggerate stuff, and do I think if he went to play in London, his life would be at risk? No, I highly doubt the NBA would allow any of their players' life to be at risk. The media nightmare that would be. Right. If an NBA player got hurt overseas,
right,
it'd be. So I think he'd be safe going over there. I don't think he's happy right now. I don't think he cares to play for the Knicks too much right now. I think he's upset, and I think there may be some truth to it, but I don't really know what to believe in, and what not to believe at this point.
Yeah. So do you think that him not going to London has anything to do with his not being happy with the Knicks right now? You think?
I think it has something to do with it. I think if Cantor was averaging 35 minutes a night and contesting for like an All-Star game, I do not believe he would not go.
Okay.
I think if he was playing major minutes and having a big season, I think he'd be in London. So,
yeah,
Yeah,
it's that is a crazy situation. The Knicks have apparently received trade calls in regards to Cantor. Don't know who. What do you think about that? I mean, you think
that's exciting news to me.
Do you think there's going to be anything serious?
I think closer to the trade deadline. I think so. But the Knicks are in the driver's seat in this position. So
right.
If I was the Knicks, I wouldn't trade him for anything less than something that you can feel good about in return. That you can feel like you won the trade. Because sometimes when trades go down, you don't feel like you won. So if the Knicks can move Cantor and feel like they put themselves in a better position for the future, then I'd do it. But if not, then he comes off the books anyway. So, they're not pressured to do anything at this point. They should act like they're in the driver's seat.
Right. And I think they will. Right now, I trust Fizdale. Scott Perry. I trust Scott Perry in his decision making. You know what I'm saying? So I think that as far as Enes Cantor, if anything happens, I think they'll make the right decision. I think in order for it to work for the Knicks, it's gonna have to be 3 teams. Yeah, I think it had to be 3 teams. Isaiah, see you had something to say. What's up, man?
Yo, in all seriousness, I mean, I personally don't like Cantor. I really don't. But if it doesn't involve his life, and I know that's real life right there, man, about the traveling, it's like, if somebody wants to kill you, man, stay here by all means, because that's your life. This is just a game that you're only going to be playing for like 10, 15 years. So I'm glad he's staying, man. That's his life, man. I don't play that. Politics get crazy.
Yeah.
I watch.
It's real crazy.
Yeah, so I feel bad for him about that. He can't go home. And I heard his father's locked up, and his father had to disown him or something like that. Or it's a lot of crazy stuff going over there, man. Just pray for him. Hope the country gets better. As far as trades, though, hallelujah. I hope we get rid of him and get something in return for him. That'd be amazing if we could get like a second rounder this year and maybe a salary dump. Maybe we could do a switch with a team. I don't know if Philly has any expiring contracts or a playoff team, because I can only see a playoff team trying to get them if they wanted to boost their firepower and boost the interior scoring. Maybe I don't think Milwaukee wants him. I can only see maybe Philly. I don't think the Rockets, because the Rockets, they need defense. There's not that many teams I can see taking Cantor as far as playoff teams. Maybe a Philly, maybe a Indy. No, Indiana don't need him.
It's hard to say who might take him. I really don't see Philly because they got Joel Embiid, and I don't know where he's gonna come off the bench. Hey, look, he'll come off the bench for Joel Embiid anyway. I don't think he would have a problem with that. I just don't know. I don't know.
Maybe the Celtics. Maybe the Celtics. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a playoff team that needs interior scoring. I think any team that's taking Cantor right now, they're taking him to try to free up some cap space. That's what I think, right? Which is the reason why it's going to be imperative for the Knicks to have a third team involved to make sure that they're not taking back anyone who eats up cap space beyond 2019. Yeah, so
that's what I think.
Yeah, man, I don't know who's going to take them, but if they take them, as long as it's good for the Knicks, as long as the Knicks can get a second rounder and some cap space relief, expiring contract, I'm all in for him going and everything. So
yeah, but I mean, basically, I think if they don't trade him by the deadline, they'll probably buy him out by the end of the deadline, and then that'll be it with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mark, do you have any takes on Cantor and trades?
Well,
or
there's one
any
trade.
other trades?
Well, this one trade that's viable that might could happen. Tim Hardaway for Ricky Rubio in a second rounder. That could be a viable trade because right now, Ricky Rubio, he can't shoot, and it's hurting Utah's offense as they getting back into the the standings. They looking good right now. Exuma's playing well. He's playing the way they want them to play, and Rubio's just one of those odd man out. He's one of those odd men out. He's one of those odd men out because his contract expires also, so that's why it would be a good trade. Kanter, he could stay because I just want him off the books. I don't really care. If we could get something for him, but not another contract that's not another contract that's holding up our cap, then I'll trade him. But other than that. He could stay. I want that $18 million clear. As long as I clear this money from these bum players, I'll get me something better, some comparable players that I could trust, and to go out there and play hard. Then it has to happen because none of these guys we don't like. What's so funny? Because Sin, now that I be in this chat, I think I'm gonna need witness protection because people in the chat want to fight me now.
Just don't do it at that Martin Luther King Day event.
Nah, but they
don't do it there.
Listen, I'm not that disrespectful, and if I'd have saw them in person, none of them would have did anything to me. They just internet trolling, and I tell them I don't know y'all, so why do I care? But anyway, like I was saying, like they really think I'd be mad. I don't be mad at all whatsoever. I'm sitting here. In this chat, we be clowning the chat because for some grown men to be mad at me for my comments, I never seen it before. Y'all act like straight females. That's something females do. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Question your manhood. It's really a shame.
It's the Knicks,
it's really
man. People are passionate about the New York Knicks.
No, because listen,
people are passionate about the Knicks.
You know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? People always want to come down on me, but when y'all talk about Tim Hardaway, y'all can say whatever y'all want. But if it's a player I don't like, oh no, Mark, he's better than that. No, Moody is the type of player that y'all don't like in Tim Hardaway. I just don't see it in him. I'm sorry, it's over. You know what's so crazy? His first 2 years, right? He was ascending. He was doing well. And in the last 3 years, he's been declining. So I don't see anything going great from him. He's not showing me his work that he's going to get better as a player. I don't think he's good. He's more of a string. He's at best a 2-string guard, maybe even 3. I think he's 3.
All right. Well, we went backwards, man. We was talking about trades. We went. Oh
yeah, but anyway, the Rubio deal. I would take Rubio because he's better than Moutier. I would take Rubio better than Thing. I would take Rubio over Moutier because he played defense and he could pass the ball and get his teammates in the game. Something that Moutier doesn't do right now.
Okay. Look, you're gonna go right back to Moutier. Listen to him. You're gonna go right back to Moutier.
I want the chat to feel it because they think I'll be big mad. Y'all be big mad.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, are you gonna be at that Martin Luther King Day game?
Oh no, I'm gonna be there, and I hope I want them to come. I want everybody in the chat to come. And the things y'all say, just say it to me. Just say it to me, because if y'all know me in real life. You know me, I'm going to say anything back to you. I don't hold my tongue for no one. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not disrespectful. I'm not disrespectful. But listen, if y'all have something to say to me and y'all don't like what I say, which I can't understand, it's my opinion how I feel about a player. Why should you be mad? He's on the team still, so why y'all still mad? It's my opinion. Get over it. I don't like him. And that's what you're going to hear. Every time he does something I don't like, I'm going to come in and rant about it. Just like y'all do Tim Hardaway, which shoots 39% from the field goal. Y'all talk about that. Now, I can't talk about how bad Moody is. No, I get to do what I want on this chat because it's what I see during the game. Live with it.
You got to get tougher skin, Mark. You got to get tougher skin.
No.
You got to get tougher skin.
I know.
You gotta get tougher
I do have tough skin, but I'm explaining myself. It's a difference.
Okay. All right. Hey, Mark ain't gonna be able to sleep tonight, y'all. Or this morning. It's 1:45. Mark ain't gonna be able to sleep. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I log off, Mark's gonna be in the chat arguing with somebody. I see it every night. Every night I see him in the chat, in the video chat, arguing with somebody. I mean, Mark could be in that joint till 5 o'clock in the morning. I wake up in the morning and Mark is still be in there arguing. Anyway, Knicks versus Golden State. I'm coming down to the end, folks, because the other night I stayed up till we was on this joint till 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't do it tonight. Can't do it till 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah,
I'm holding up that L.
I see.
That's
you.
an L.
I see you holding it up. Knicks versus Golden State tomorrow. What we looking like? What we looking like?
Me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. It's just a straight up L. We go. What's it looking like?
Let me see. Well, Golden State hasn't been playing good lately, so I see about 155 to 45. 155 to 45.
Right. 155 to 45.
Yo, man, listen, man. KD gonna try for the new team. He gonna show his new teammates. Listen, you ain't like that.
Yeah. It's gonna be. It could be ugly. It could be. We'll see what's up, man.
Sim, can I say one thing though?
Yeah, go ahead.
If y'all tired of Prince dancing in your videos, arguing with other people, you tired of Troy and Jet for life, come join their elitists. Come join the elitists. If you tired of all these dudes dancing in the chat, typing in the chat, come join the elitists on a pier. Come to a pier, man. Because we don't play that over here, man.
Y'all funny, man. Let me get to this phone call, man. Dude's wild. Hey, calling you on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping?
Yo, what's good, Sam? What's popping, man?
I'm chilling. What's good, man?
Hey, I just came on there because I got tired of being frustrated with the chat. You know what I mean? I understand they trolling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we live in that day and age where, people want to troll. You got the sheep mentality where one person want to follow the other. It's just a collection of sheep. It's cool. Jet for life, Rick Roy 82, Prince the Blind. There's no need to be frustrated. That's what trolls do. Trolls just try to get a rise out of you. But the fact of the matter is, it is what it is. Like I said, Moutier has been putting up the numbers. And Sam, I appreciate you for defending him. You know what I mean? I was looking to see if he was going to defend him. Because you damn sure, excuse my language, you do defend Frank when I go after Frank. So I was going to see if he was going to defend Moody. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I stand by it. He's 22 years old, got a lot of time. If he was a rookie right now, I'd be looking and saying, hey, this dude might be something. You know what I'm saying? Right. And given his age, he could very well be a rookie right now.
See, you was asking Ant some questions or whatever, and Ant stated that, he doesn't play defense, whatever the case may have you. Mark is talking about, he's not passing and getting other people involved. My thing is, first with Ant, as far as him not playing defense, I'm asking in the chat, by the way, I'm John Deff in the chat, I'm asking what starting point guard in the league right now is playing good defense? Name me 5.
Okay.
Besides Mike Conley.
It's a good question. Let me see who plays defense. I had to go through a list and look, man. I have to go through a list and look. I'm being honest with you. I have to go through a list and look at some names and be able to Patrick Beverly, right?
Is he a starting point guard?
He ain't a starting point guard, but
That's my point. My point is, you can't name one person in the top of your head who's a starting point guard who's playing defense. We're talking about point guards right here. It's hard to stay in front of these guys. All these guys is ultra athletic. Yeah, so Moody has the capabilities and the athleticism to keep up with them, but that doesn't mean that he has the ability to just straight up knock them down. No, I don't feel like nobody has that capability. Not even Frank. Nobody does.
Right.
So for people like Ant to say, well, he doesn't play defense, so he's not it for me right now. Who plays defense? And then you ask Ant something about does a point guard have to be a star? You just said, you said it a couple of weeks ago that Frank might not ever be a star point guard. He might be the point guard that a team may need as far as a starting point guard. So And if memory serves me right, and is a big Frank supporter. So what's that all about? Why I don't see the same hatred for Frank? Why I don't see the same trolling for Frank?
Mm-hmm.
Mark goes off on Moody. I get it. It's cool. I get it. But why not? Why you don't have that same energy for Frank? And you can't say this because he's young and he's still developing, because that energy that he has for Moody, it was starting to go towards Kevin Knox, if memory serves me right.
Okay. So you want to? I mean, I can open them up. You can ask them. You can talk to them yourself.
Hey, I could do all. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Let me see. You ended with Mark. I'm gonna start with Mark. Mark, I'm coming to you. All right. Don't scream. Keep my earbuds safe. All right.
Hey man, I ain't screaming.
All right. No, I'm talking to Mark. All right, Mark. There you go,
Hello.
man. There you go.
All right, so I'm gonna do you a favor. Would you rather have Drew Holiday as your starting point guard playing defense? Would you rather have Michael Conley, Darren Fox, who else is another point guard? Shane Gilders, Alexander, Russell Westbrook. Those are top 5. Those are top defending guards right now in the league right now.
Okay, yeah,
That's 5 for you.
So those are guys.
That's 5 for you.
Would you? All right. So
And Lonzo plays better defense than Moutier, and people don't even like Lonzo like that. But if you watch Lonzo, he plays excellent defense.
Is Lonzo better than Moutier though?
By far. By far. It's not even a question.
Okay.
Moutier is not a starting point guard anywhere else. You tell me where he would start. You tell me where he would start. This is crazy.
Yo, relax, Mark. Relax, Mark.
Relax.
You gotta scream, man.
Chill. See,
just having a conversation, man.
But you don't want only your feelings, man.
Nah, bro, I'm not in my feelings. But y'all saying some nonsense right now. Like Moutier is like a good freaking point guard in this league right now, bro. He's a misfit. That's why Denver gave him up for some peanuts. He got beat up by Murray.
I understand why you're upset. I mean, I guess everybody else wrong. I'm guessing Coach Fizdale is wrong. Or I'm guessing Scott Perry is wrong.
Nah, you just bugged out, bro.
Right. It's cool. But my whole thing with you is you got this anger and this energy to.
I don't, bro. I'm gonna tell you something.
Hold up, Mark.
That's cool. You got the same energy towards Moutier. That's cool. I get it. Like, you have your opinion. You're entitled to that. But when Frank was stinking up the spot, I didn't see that same energy for Frank.
Hold on. I said the same thing about Frank. He does not penetrate. I always harp on that. What are y'all talking about? I always harp on he don't penetrate
Mark,
as a point guard.
Mark, listen. You do harp on that, but you don't have that same energy.
Because guess what? Moutier is playing more minutes than this point guard. One is playing 30 and one is not even barely playing, bro. Am I lying?
I'm talking. Yeah, no, you're not lying. But when Frank was trash, when Moutier was injured and Frank was playing trash, you didn't have that same energy for him.
Sim, what do I harp on about Frank?
You calmly told Sim, yo, he's not penetrating. You didn't have that same passion. You didn't have that same energy for him.
So you know what's so crazy? Yeah. For you to say that I always be in my feelings, I never talk calmly on here. Never. I'm always hyped. So what you just said was invalid. I always come down on what Frank can't do, and it hurts the team. I always say that. When y'all come on this chat, make sure when y'all talk about a player, make sure they're better than what y'all think they are. Cause they ain't good. He ain't good. He ain't good.
Okay.
He's declining as a player, not inclining. He's declining.
So let me ask you this though, Mark. Because like earlier you were saying that, you can say Mark, you holding your head. Hold on. But earlier, Mark, you were saying you were allowed to have your opinion. But if somebody thinks another player is good, why is that person not allowed to have their opinion without you screaming and yelling and saying that they're wrong? Or I mean, you can say they're wrong, but like, I don't.
Does he feel confident in saying that he will stop Moutier somewhere else?
I mean, maybe he does. I don't know, but I'm saying, like, that's his opinion too.
Okay, it's his opinion, but it's wrong because Moody is trash. Just straight like that. Like, listen, bro. Listen, caller. I have nothing against. I don't even know you to be mad at you. But if you know me in real life, or if anyone in this chat knows me in real life, I'm a very well animated person. I'm a loud person. I'm from the Caribbean. If you know Caribbean people, they're known for being loud even when they're calm. I'm not mad at y'all. I just like to say my piece. Y'all don't know me until y'all know me. Then y'all can say when I'm mad, because y'all don't want to see me when I'm big mad.
All right, let me get to Ant. Let me get to Ant. Then we'll get to Isaiah.
Yeah, go on, Ant, man.
Go ahead, Ant.
Like I said, my question. Go ahead, man.
I've seen it. You know what? Hold up. I've seen it in the chat, and I heard what the caller just said. And I gotta kill this. They running with this like theory that we don't be hard on Frank. Like, I never said Frank was a surefire star point guard or starting point guard. I said I could see Frank being a Sean Livingston type player on a championship team, right? So, and when Frank was playing bad, I said Frank is playing like trash. I said we might as well start Moody because he's not playing well. So this idea that we don't get on Frank, it's just baloney. I think a lot of these dudes got man crushes on Emmanuel Mudiay. And whenever you don't shine his shoes, they want to bring up Frank. And the problem is they say Frank is so trash, right? So why, when we say something about Mudiay, do you bring up Frank? It's because you want to make Frank look good. I mean, you want to make Mudiay look good by putting him next to somebody that you think is trash. If you think Mudiay is so good, stop comparing him to Frank. We talk, Frank is just say it about Frank. Say it about Frank. We're not talking about Frank. Frank ain't played in 3 or 4 games. We're talking about Emmanuel Mudiay. Frank has nothing to do with this conversation. Now that is out of the way, you talking about defense. The point guards in the NBA that are not good at defense, guess what? They're elite offensive players. You cannot be terrible on both sides of the ball. Mudiay is terrible on both sides of the ball. If you're not going to play defense, you better be like Steph Curry. You better be like a James Harden. You better be like a Damian Lillard. You better be able to get me 35 points easy if you're not going to play defense. Okay. Mudiay can't do that. So don't come to me talking about, oh, nobody else played defense, but they're elite offensive players. You can't be terrible on both sides. What is Mudiay's elite ability? No one has ever answered that. He doesn't have one.
What is Mudiay's elite ability? Name one point guard in the Knicks who could go from one end of the court to the other end of the court and score.
But here you go again, comparing him to other bums. We're talking about him being a starting point guard in the league. So compare him to other starting point guards. Stop comparing him to other bums. What elite offensive or defensive skill does Mudiay possess that makes him a starting point guard in the NBA?
Amari Stoudemire. What is Steve Nash without Amari Stoudemire? Who's Steve Nash without Amari Stoudemire?
Oh my God! Yeah, who was Amari Stoudemire without Steve Nash?
Who's Steve Nash without?
Steve Nash had an elite ability to run an offense, to pass the ball. Steve Nash was an elite shooter. Steve Nash was an elite shooter, an elite passer.
Go ahead and just answer what he was saying. Just answer what he was saying. Just answer him.
Who's Steve Nash without Amari Stoudemire?
Steve freaking Nash.
You gonna tell me Steve Nash will be as good as he was if whether or not he had Amari Stoudemire or not?
You gonna tell me Kobe would have been as good as he was without Shaq? Magic without Kareem?
Don't deflect.
Without Jordan? Deflect. Come on, man. That's a dumb question. He was a great player. He's better than Emmanuel Mudiay.
I'm not saying whether or not he's better than Emmanuel Mudiay. I'm saying a point guard is only as good as his teammates is in their ability to score. He don't have nobody who can really score around him like that on a consistent basis. Only person who can get buckets is Cantor. And sometimes that might not even transfer to assists because Cantor needs a couple of dribbles and a couple of moves to get to what he need to do. We don't got
so why isn't Mudiay getting buckets then? Why isn't Mudiay putting up holding offensive numbers? Because if he's so great and he has nobody else to score, he should be getting buckets night in and night out.
Listen, I will admit Mudiay can't shoot the three consistently, but he does break down the defense. What good is there to break down the defense and to kick it out if nobody's not knocking down shots?
Can we find out first? He doesn't do it.
We already we have found out, and we seen it plenty of times. We seen it this game. We seen it the game before that. Are you gonna be disingenuous?
What do you? All right. So your plan is to just let Moutier do what he does, and no, we have not seen it. When has Moutier drove to the basket consistently?
I'm good, Simeon. I'm good.
All right, we're gonna end this because it is late.
I appreciate the chat. You know what I mean? Like, yo, stay up, bro.
I appreciate the call, man. I appreciate the call. Hey, check this out. This is what we, sign up. You can go to the website so we can sign up for this. We're gonna have a debate challenge. Jumping into the debate challenge, man. So that we can.
Oh yeah, shout out to Rick Roy 82, man. I appreciate you calling up about that too, and the Prince one as well. And you too, Simeon. I appreciate you for being fair and for you not being just a disingenuous person. You know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate you.
You're not biased. You see what you see. I mean, you call a spade a spade. I appreciate that, man.
Try to. I appreciate it, bro. All right, peace.
All
right, Isaiah.
Dang, I wanted to talk to the caller. I wanted to do stuff. I wanted to be the killer.
Don't worry. Well, you know what? Stay right here on the line because we might have one more. This is my last call of the night, though. Right here. It's my last call of the night.
I hope it's Troy Flint.
All right, caller, you on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's poppin'?
Yo.
Hello.
Yo.
Hey, what's poppin'? What's going on with you, bro?
Yeah, what's poppin', man? What's poppin'?
What's up with you? I can't hear you. Got some noise in the background.
Yeah. I just moved away.
All right. Who am I speaking with?
Yo, this is G from Flatbush, you heard?
Hey, what's going on with you, homie? What's up?
I'm chilling, man. I was watching.
Oh, I know who this is.
I ain't like how they was attacking my mans that was just on the phone, son. Word, son, I'm not feeling that, son, because y'all do be soft on Frank.
Hold up.
Like, nah. You be getting your chance.
Go ahead.
Hold up.
I'm gonna give him his chance. Go ahead.
Right now. Yeah, y'all be soft on him. Moutier, he whack. Like he whack. He nice and whack at the same time. Like he doing his
Hold up. You say he's nice. You say he's nice and whack at the same time.
Yeah, like, but you know, he'll do like 3 nice things, then do like 10 bad. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel you.
But my son Trey, they gotta get my boy playing back how he was playing. I don't know if the money got him feeling it a little, or whatever the case is, but he got to get back to how he was playing before he got that check.
Yeah. We'll see what's up with Trey, man. And maybe he's, he went out with that hamstring injury. Maybe that hamstring injury is bothering him a little bit. Maybe he's hitting that rookie wall. Oh no. Hopefully he pops back. I don't think it's the money thing. I hope it's not the money thing.
I hope not, because man, when Porzingis come back. Yo, and what's good with my man Ron from Cleveland? I ain't on the show in a little bit. What's the word with him?
I ain't seen him in a little bit. I'm sure he'll be here soon. I don't know. I haven't spoken to him.
All right.
Yeah.
But I ain't trying to take up too much of your time and all that.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the call, man.
Keep doing your thing, keep it rocking, hold it down.
Appreciate it. Peace, man. Right. Peace.
All right.
Man, all right, Isaiah, man, you gotta take it. We about to go home with this, man. We about to go home with this.
Yo, Sim, you gotta listen. Like Ant just said, these kids, you can't be coming in the Lion Den and then want to hang up. Oh, Sim, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. Nah, stay on the phone. Be a man. Be a man who's Mark voice.
I don't listen. I don't know what's going on. How did we get into a war between the YouTube chat and the video chat when it's open? When it's open for everybody, how did we get into this kind of a war?
They're leaders. I
mean, come on, man. What's up with this?
Wait, Sim, can I say something, Sim? Can I say something about to everybody? So people, okay, let's go back to the other guy real quick. Like Mark said, it's funny, the year that Nash won MVP, Stoudemire wasn't playing. So that guy can just be all he's done. He's canceled. Listen, me personally, the reason why I don't go hard on Frank so much, and I can admit that I don't go hard on Frank because first of all, he plays defense. Let's get that off the bat before anything else. Frank plays defense, and I guarantee you, and Sim, you can agree to this. I guarantee you, all 30 coaches would take a player that plays defense versus no player that just scores and doesn't play defense. I guarantee you. You can agree with that.
Of course. I agree with listen.
So when people come here saying Frank is trash, Frank is this, at least Frank plays defense and he shows flashes of what he can be. Yeah. He shows flashes of being a two-way player. He just don't put it all together all the time. And that happens when
Well, listen, I don't go hard on Frank. I'm not going hard on Frank. I'm not going hard on Knox. I'm not going hard on Trier. I'm not going hard on Mitchell Robinson. Right? I'm gonna give him to that third or fourth year in the league. That's how
and that's
understandable because they have to grow their kids. That's just that.
And Sam, I'm with you. And so I'm gonna be real. If Frank is doing what he's doing in his third or fourth year, then I'm gonna talk. Then I'm gonna be like, all right, maybe it's time to move on. Maybe it's time for him to go somewhere else. That's for any of the players. So when people try to say Frank is trash when he's 20, I want to ask everybody in here who is 20 years old, did you have all your shit together when you were 20? I just want to keep that. We should keep it 100. Everybody talking about Frank is trash. Frank is 20 years old in a whole different country by himself. I want you to go anywhere in the world by yourself at 20 years old and act like you got it all. Yeah. Just answer me that. Oh. Just tell me that. If you could tell me that, if you could tell me you have all your shit together at 20 in a new country, then okay, you can judge Frank. But when we got a player that's, first of all, he's unselfish. He plays defense and he wants to play the right way. He doesn't complain. He doesn't cry. He doesn't go on social media when he don't play. When he plays unselfish basketball that moves the ball, which we need because we only average 19 assists. Just stop hating on a kid that plays defense, that gets over screens when none of our other players get over screens. All these we want to complain about what he don't do. He shows us flashes. Do I want him to be more consistent? Hell yeah, because I believe he's.
And you muted yourself, man. You muted yourself.
Oh, you hear me?
There you go. All right. Well, look, man. You know, we're gonna have time. We're gonna have time.
Listen, if you want to keep dancing on these videos, come join the Elitists. Look. We ain't playing no more. We coming for y'all. Troy, JC, Jeff for life. Whoever that dude was on the phone, sound like Moutier, sound like Prince's cousin. We coming for you guys. We don't care. Come in the chat. We don't care no more.
Listen.
And we fight.
This is all I need you to do. No, you ain't fighting at the game.
No, I'm playing. I ain't fighting at the game.
But listen, if you want to join, you trying to join this debate, just go on my website, right? And hold up, I put the wrong thing up there. Just go on my website, and down at the bottom of the website, there is a contact. Right, where you can contact me to send an email, and all you gotta do is put in there that you want to right where it says contact us. Actually, it's at the top of the page, right? And you'll be able to send an email to say that you want to join that debate. We're gonna get 16 people. We're gonna set up a playoffs, and when we set up the playoffs, we're going to. Excuse me with that up there. We're going to set up a playoffs, and when we set up the playoffs, there it goes. Right? Then we're going to do the debates live on, live. It's not going to be right on this. It's going to be on, its own little show. Right? And, I don't know.
BN in the team?
And the winner probably get like a Knox jersey or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure out, we'll have first and second place. All right. But anyway, you can go right on the site. Actually, instead of doing the email, you can do the email, but you can go right on the site, and there is bring this over here. right at the bottom of the site, if you go to the bottom of the site, right down here, you see this little chat button. You put your information right in here. Hit the chat button, right? It'll pop up, and you can send your information. Make sure you send me your email, your YouTube address, any social media accounts that you have. And
No, that's a fact.
Hold on, Isaiah.
My fault.
Yeah, any social media information that you have, and we get you signed up so we can have this debate tournament. You know what I mean? You guys love the debate. You might as well have a debate tournament. All right, and then of course as we get started, we'll have the official rules out for everybody and all that. But anyway, take us out. What's your last words, Isaiah? Man, make sure you go on and sign up for this debate tournament. I know these three guys in here are gonna be in it.
Yeah, we in it. I just want to shout out to BN. He part of the Elitist team. So y'all already know how we rock. We looking for a 6-man and Sim. We got your jersey ready, baby. Sim, we got your jersey ready, baby. Let's see. Nah, man, this was a fun chat tonight, man. This was funny. All jokes aside, though, man. Listen, I love all Knicks fans. I love us all, man. And we love having a good time, man. Even when we lose, we have a good time. That's what I love about being a Knicks fan. All seriousness.
That's what it is, man.
But if you want to stop these people dancing in your videos, Prince always in your videos with his kids
I'm
crying.
taking them out of here.
Listen, come join the Elitists, man.
I'm getting them out of here. Bang. All right. And make sure you go ahead and sign up, man. I know you're gonna be in it. Make sure you sign up. Just that little chat box. Just go ahead and put all your information in there. And
definitely, man.
And we're gonna get it going. 16.
Even though Sam, I feel kind of bad for what I did to that caller, man. I came off kind of strong. You know, I feel kind of bad, but you know, they gotta be ready with facts when they come and address something I said. Because I normally say some rational takes, right? I don't say nothing crazy, right? So if you're gonna come and, you know, address me, make sure you know what you're talking about. But you know, I love the chat. This is mad fun. Come to MLK Day. I got jokes on site for everybody. For everybody. And I'm bringing the crown. So, yeah, man. But, yeah, Golden State, man, it is what it is. Yeah. But, man, we're going to come back up afterwards, and we're going to talk about it, have fun, joke. But, man, it's all fun. But, shout out to the chat. Knicks family, we out.
All right. Peace. And ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. If you haven't subbed the channel, throw me a sub. Subscribe to the channel. All right. Like the video. All right. Subscribe to the channel. Get a notification. Ring the bell. Get a notification whenever I go live. All right. Or anything else. A video drops, whatever it is. All right. Mark, it's on you, man. He's rubbing his hands like,
Birdman hand rub.
All right.
Listen, man. If y'all don't want me in the chat no more, just sign a petition, man. If y'all get a petition signed up, ready to get me out the chat, just let me know. But other than that, I'm gonna be in the chat when the game is on. Other than that, it's the Elitists all the way. We looking for a 12-man roster right now. So if y'all want to join, let me know. Let me know. We can ride out on these chat. You can ride out on the chat, man. You know what I mean?
Y'all funny. The Elitists.
But anyway, that guy that was
watching,
about,
see what you did, Prince. See what you did, Prince, man. See what you did, man.
No. You know what's so funny? Everything Prince agreed on last show, I was with him. But he came in the chat today and wanted to fight me. Like I've been getting some hateful comments in the chat. Like they want to fight me now. Like my opinion's really mattered to them. It shouldn't. It's my opinion, bros. It's my opinions. I don't want to fight y'all. I don't even know y'all.
Ain't nobody gonna fight, man. Ain't nobody gonna fight. It's all.
No, I'm just playing, though. I'm just playing.
It's all Knicks talk, man.
It's all Knicks talk. But listen, man. Today was a bad game. Look how the show turned out. Everybody enjoying themselves. Yeah. I'm laughing. My teammates, the Elitists, is laughing at y'all. So it's all game and fun, man.
It's all fun. It's all fun.
I ain't mad, man. I just want the chat to be livelihood, kind of toxic. I like the toxicness. Just brings out the best in me, bro.
Yeah.
You can't live in New York and not, not
I feel
happy,
you.
Yeah,
I feel you on that. All right, so check it out. So Martin Luther King Day, you're gonna be there.
You damn right. I hope everybody else is there too, because I'm gonna have fun.
Chat. All right, you gonna
Yo,
be
hold
there.
on, Sam. Am I the same person on the chat in real life? Would you please tell the chat that?
Yeah, for the most part, you just from what I seen, you the same exact person.
Okay, I just want people to know that.
Same exact person, man. Same exact person. But it's all love all over the place, man.
It's all love. Man. I just got my my favorite trolls in the thing. They don't bother me. I just like messing with them.
Yeah, it's
funny.
Good.
It's fun. I be laughing. They funny though. I ain't gonna hold you. They funny.
Yeah. We go ahead and sign up for this debate tournament because
Where you sign up for that at?
Just go on my website. There's a chat box down in the bottom.
Just put my name in
right? Yeah, you just go in there, put your name, your information in there, and because we're gonna get it started. I'm
gonna do that tonight as I'm up.
Started. Yeah.
Yo, listen, man. When we get off, I go to sleep at around 3, 4 o'clock. I'm always up this late, man.
Yeah. I mean, when I get off, I'm probably gonna go watch a movie.
I don't sleep, bro. I like taking naps.
Watch a movie, man. All right, Mark. I'm gonna get out of here. Go ahead and sign yourself up, man.
Yo, Prince, you could come back to the Leafs if you want, bro. I'm not mad at you. I love you, bro. But you gotta take it easy, bro.
All right, man. All right, I'm out. I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, fun show. Really fun show tonight. You guys stayed up with me, man. Stayed up with me until almost 2:30 in the morning. Knicks, Golden State tomorrow night in Golden State. We'll see what the Knicks can do. It's going to be a rough game. No doubt about it. It's going to be it's a task for the Knicks. We got to slow them down offensively. They haven't been playing the greatest this year, but obviously you see what the Knicks do. All right, we didn't get into a whole lot of technical stuff this show. That's okay. It's 2:00 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? The show started at 1:00 in the morning, so we're not about to get too technical. We say that for the other nights when we're all fresh. But anyway, I'm out. Don't forget to throw me a sub to the channel. Sub the channel. Go on my website. If you want to get into this debate thing, go on my website. And chat button down at the bottom. Get into this debate thing. Right there. If I have 5 tickets left to the Martin Luther King Day. 5 tickets left. Right? So if you want to go, you got to get them now. Right? Get them now because they'll be gone probably by the end of this week. All right. 5 tickets left. 1 ticket left for you to, if you want to purchase a shirt. There's only 1 ticket left to purchase a shirt. And it's $220 with a shirt, $205 without a shirt. All right. That's Martin Luther King Day matinee. You get a private lounge on Chase Bridge. Food and non-alcoholic beverages are included. What else? We get courtside at the pregame shoot around. We're gonna be live streaming, so you can join the live stream right there. And then of course, we're working on going down to the court and either shooting free throws or taking a picture in the middle of Madison Square Garden. You know what I mean? So make sure you join it, man. Who's Mark is gonna be there. Isaiah's gonna be there. Aunt G is gonna be there. So make sure you join us. We'd love to see you there. Anyway, have a good night or good morning. I see you guys in a few hours, man. We're going to be back on in a few hours. Be easy. Have a great day at work in a couple of hours, if that's what you do. All right? So, deuces.
Mario, amazing finish to this game tonight, but over the last 3 minutes.